Good morning, YouTube friends. Thanks so much for coming by. Today we are going to transform a block of tofu into the most luscious ricotta cheese you've ever had. It's such a simple recipe. We're going to take it sweet and we're going to take it savory. So I'm going to show you a couple different recipes you can use with it. We're going to make a sweet plum and apricot breakfast toast to start, and then we're going to make a savory stuffed shell pasta by adding some herbs and spices into the ricotta. Super simple, super easy, super healthy. Keep on watching to see how we make it. Okay guys, this is the base recipe for a ricotta. I have got 1 block of soft tofu. I'm just mashing it up a little bit with my hands here so my blender doesn't have to do so much work. And then to that, I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon. I'm also going to add some pink Himalayan sea salt, some Swerve 0-calorie sweetener, 1 clove of garlic, and a heaping tablespoon of Dijon mustard. That Dijon is going to give a little bit of an umami kind of flavor to our tofu here. And then we're just going to blend it on up. I actually came across this recipe a little bit by accident while I was trying to perfect my vegan mayonnaise recipe, which is amazing. I was playing with different kinds of tofu, used this one first, and it gave me like this perfect ricotta texture. So I thought I would mess with the flavors a little bit more to get it a little bit more ricotta-y and less mayo-y. I will link above the mayo recipe because you should try it. It's amazing. No oil, super good for you, really delicious. So I'm just letting this get all blended, and I'm going to stop about 45 seconds in and scrape down the edges just to get all that mustard really well incorporated in there. And then we'll whiz it up again. Look at that, that's totally ricotta cheese texture to me. It's amazing. So you can go a lot of places with this base recipe. You can keep it as is and use it as a spread, or we can add different flavors to it to amp it up a little bit. So this is what it looks like right out of the blender. Look at how luscious and creamy that is. It's pretty incredible that that was just a block of tofu like a minute ago. So first we're going to use this base and not add any flavoring to it to make a little ricotta breakfast toast. I've got these little wasa type crackers here. They've got rye and sesame. Super good for you, really crunchy and satisfying. Opening up a little package here. We're going to spread on a really thick layer of our ricotta. So the wonderful thing about making tofu ricotta is you don't have to be skimpy. You can eat a giant slathering of this stuff and not feel guilty. There's hardly any fat. There's definitely a good amount of protein. It's quite filling. And all around really delicious. So I'm just going to spread on a thick layer here. And we're going to pile on some fresh apricot and plum. Steve's mom actually brought us by so many apricots. I'm so excited to make some new recipes. If you have any suggestions for apricot recipes, please comment below. I have so many and I'm so excited to use them all. And by all means, use whatever kind of fruit you like. This is what's in season and what I had on hand, so that's what I'm going to use. Plus the colors are just gorgeous, aren't they? And then to bring it all together, I'm going to drizzle some sweet syrup on top. I'm using maple syrup, but you can use date syrup, agave, honey if you're into it. Just kind of make it a little bit more desserty here. If I could, there we go. The struggle is real, folks. Wanted you to be able to see it going on there because it's just so beautiful. And that's it. That is our gorgeous little fruit ricotta toast. Alrighty, we got ourselves an apricot ricotta maple syrup little toast here. A perfect little summer treat. Works well with any kind of fruit that's in season. Even jam will work in a bind. This is so yummy. So, while I'm finishing my breakfast, I'm also going to prep some stuffed shells for you so you can see how to use it in a savory kind of way. We're going to add a bunch of herbs and Italian spices to our ricotta and stuff some pasta shells and make Steve and I some really great dinner. Okay guys, round two, our savory ricotta here. I've got some Italian seasoning, nutritional yeast, garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. We're just going to mix it up really well. You can definitely use fresh herbs and I would highly recommend it. I just didn't have any and I wanted to show you guys that you can make this beautiful savory dish without them. So once it's mixed up, we're going to transfer them into, oh, that's a big piece of rosemary. We're going to transfer them into a Ziploc bag so we can pipe them into our little shells. This is a perfect little hack if you don't have any pastry bags lying around. I'm just going to fill up this Ziploc here with our cheese mixture. Get all to the bottom and then I will just snip the bottom of the bag and it'll squirt out just like a pastry bag. Okay, now our pasta has been cooked. I want to show you on this little broken one here, if you can hopefully see, there's a bit of a ring of undone pasta. We want it pretty al dente because our sauce that we made is going to soak up into those noodles while we bake it. So I just made a super simple mushroom sauce here. I'll link below the recipe. I don't know why I decided to use this cup because then I just dumped it. So I'm just dumping all the sauce. There we go. That's a little better. We're dumping it all into our little dish here. This is I think it's a 13 by 9 dish. Any sort of casserole or even a pie dish will work. And then I'm going to take each little shell here in my handy dandy pastry bag, if I could get it to the right side. Then I'm going to squirt in a good amount, probably 2 tablespoons or so of that tofu ricotta and line them on up in our sauce. Once we've got them all filled and in the dish, I'm going to top them with a little bit. I had some extra shallots that I sliced up. I thought it'd be pretty and it would give another little texture to our pasta here. So I'm just laying rings on top and we're going to bake this in the oven for 25 minutes at 350 degrees until our sauce is nice and bubbly and has gotten thicker as it's soaked into our pasta. And we're good to go. Look at that. Our shallots have wilted a little bit. Everything's nice and toasty. Our sauce has gotten nice and thick. Oh, I'm so excited. You can eat this as is, or you can definitely top with some nutritional yeast if you want another little bit of cheesiness. There's our beautiful mushroom sauce. Yum. I cannot wait. Plenty of leftovers for Steve and I as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you're staying safe and healthy, and I can't wait to show you some more recipes soon. Cheers.